All right, Tiger Nation News. I'm here with Mr. Pierce, asking him a couple questions about the career fair. Mr. Pierce, how do you think the career fair went? Do you think it was successful?
I think it was absolutely successful. First of all, I have to brag on the students at Ringgold High School. I'm looking at y'all. You guys were phenomenal. We got so many amazing compliments about your behavior and your interest in the career fair, the colleges that were there, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful that you guys were very respectful to our guest.
So, on the topic of that, how do you think the career fair will grow in the future? How big do you think it could, and the potential of that?
Yeah, I'm not going to limit the size of the career fair. Of course, we have to provide tables and chairs for each vendor, but if it grows to line up in both gyms and down the theater hallway, I'd be happy, because it's more information for our students to get and to practice their career skills and information about college and businesses in our community. So we hope to have about 75 next year as a goal. I'd be happy with 50, but I'm not going to close that door. As big as it can grow and as many tables and room that we have, we're going to go forward.
And as far as I'm concerned, this is a fantastic opportunity for students. So how do you think this could help the students in the future?
Well, as I alluded to earlier, practicing your interview skills is number one. The handshake, the eye contact, speaking clearly, having an elevator pitch, talking about yourself, selling yourself is very important. But as far as another way would be that kids get college information for a college they may not have considered, or as a backup plan, because we never know what's going to happen in life. And then, of course, job opportunities. Not every kid is going to a four-year university. Some have to work first and then go. Some go to a tech school. Some choose the military. Some choose another path. But at some point, everyone will have to ask someone for a job. So the exposure of what's in our community and the career opportunities in our community, phenomenal for our students. That's why the career fair is so important for our students to experience. And again, very proud of the success that it was, and I believe it was.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mr. Pierce, for letting us interview you, and I hope that the career fair will be successful in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No ice cream for you, sucker.
Yeah! What's up, Tiger Nation News? Today we're going to be tackling weather.
So Ben, what's the weather Monday?
Monday, there's going to be a high of 63 and a low of 53 with a 50% chance of rain.
Oh my gosh!
Get it? Because water and rain, that's why he's... Wet. See, it's funny because he got wet because there's going to be rain next week. He's okay. How you feeling, man? You a little cold?
Yeah, just a little, but I'm feeling better.
Well, speaking of it being cold, Tuesday next week, it's going to be a high of 56 and a low of 31.
Ben, is it gonna rain?
Sorry about that.
No, Ben.
Sorry.
Why are you taking
Gonna be for Wednesday.
Well, the good news is on Wednesday, it's a high of 43 and a low of 27. The good news is there's no rain. The bad news is I think I have frostbite in my feet. So
calm down, you're fine.
It hurts.
It's pavement.
Cold pavement.
What's the weather gonna be for Thursday?
Well, Thursday it's gonna be a high of 48 and a low of 34, and it's gonna be partly cloudy.
Hey,
no rain.
No rain.
No rain. That's right. But I can't feel my toes. It's
no one cares.
I bet it's so good I don't even need this. It's a Friday after all.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Oh no.
So, there's going to be a high of 52 and a low of 44 with a 40% chance of rain. I'm sorry! This has been weather. See you next week.
That was great.
That was the best. This week on RHS News, we have a brand new segment called Over and Under. Hope you like it.
Jordan, do you think hockey is overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Definitely overrated.
Hockey is very underrated. It takes a lot to go out there and ice skate and then play hockey while you're at it.
That is very true.
All right, Taylor, do you think Polar Express is overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Definitely underrated.
Overrated.
Overrated.
It's the best.
All right, what about Gatorade?
Definitely underrated. Gatorade's overrated too. Powerade is way better.
Is Chick-fil-A underrated or overrated?
I think it's overrated, but I still think it's really good.
Well, it's good. So I think it's overrated, but for a good reason.
Oh, underrated. It deserves much more press. Much better than Popeye's chicken sandwich.
All right, what about yourself, Jordan Lyman?
Man.
Underrated.
Okay, what about Elf?
I think it's underrated.
Underrated. Will Ferrell's the man.
Perfect. Everything about it.
Okay. What about Elf?
Elf. Underrated. It's really good. It's really
Yes, it is.
What about mac and cheese?
Overrated.
Mac and cheese depends on who's making it. If it's baked, underrated. Stovetop, overrated. Final answer.
Okay, and lastly, what about Home Alone?
Home Alone, overrated. The movie's whack.
I think it's underrated too.
Agreed.
It's at a good medium. Might be a little overrated.
Home Alone, overrated.
Thanks for watching this segment of RHS News. Catch us next week with Over and Under.
What is your biggest inspiration when it comes to theater?
My biggest inspiration when it comes to theater is probably Sutton Foster. She's been in multiple Broadway musicals. She's about to open one with Hugh Jackman, the Music Man. She's won so many Tonys, and she really stepped up when she was understudy for Thoroughly Modern Millie. And right at the end, they were like, "You're going to have to perform," and she really stepped up, and they ended up winning Tonys. And she's just so inspiring. She does so much, just not besides theater. She's in TV shows and everything. Super cool.
So what is it like to get prepared for one act or for just any theater?
All right, so right now we're getting ready for Shrek the Musical, and so as this was our previous first week of musical practice, we started by doing a full run through of the whole show. It's called a table read. When you go to Broadway, and you just read through the whole script. And now we're learning music. We're going to know these notes. And then we're going to start choreography and what's called blocking, where we learn where to stand on the stage and different moves and stuff that will flow best with the production. So that's where we're at right now. And then towards the very end, we'll start cleaning, which is getting everything to a T, making sure everything is perfect for this year award.
What are your personal goals for this year?
My personal goals for this year as we are competing in the Schuler Awards like we did last year, and we got 5 nominations. And this year, my personal goal is to just do the best I can to where we can get even more nominations. Crossing our fingers to get that choreography and ensemble, as I am a featured dancer in the musical this year. We're working very hard to make sure everyone knows what they're doing, and it's just getting it across. And my personal goal is to just, be the best person I can be and show how amazing theater is and to inspire someone, as we were all inspired at one point in our life.
Ready? One more time.